Hey guys, this is a general read. I hope you're having a good weekend so far. Let's see what the universe has to say to us today. Alrighty, so Mama Universe, what messages do you have for the general collective for Sunday? You've got some guidance, maybe some wisdom, affirmations, perhaps, I was going to say perhaps some warnings, and I got cards falling out all over the place. So there's something very important we need to hear. We have temptation, movement, choices, decisions, disruption, the throat chakra, which can represent communication, balance. I have the chakra that represents your emotions, desires, and creativity, and new beginnings. I feel like we're talking about disrupting an old cycle and bringing balance back into our lives. That throat chakra is pulling me into, I feel like it's speaking to finding a clarity in what it is you want in life and being able to own that. I think that's going to be part of this new beginning for you as well, sort of taking back a level of control of your life and the direction that it's going in. I have firm foundation, truth. I have the heart chakra, which can represent relationships and or healing. Love begins. And the waiting game. So to me, the waiting game speaks of something that's been going on for a long time, or a journey that's going to happen over time as well. I feel like this is speaking to, it's speaking to a journey that's happening, a change that's happening over time, because I don't feel like it's going to be an overnight change. I feel like this decision to make the change is the beginning. It's the beginning of this journey of you finding truth, of you finding balance, of you finding love, and perhaps some healing as well from the past. I'm going to keep pulling cards here. And we're going to be talking about the trigger for this change here. I have the Ten of Swords, which represents something coming to a disappointing ending, but one that was beneficial for you in the long run because it did send you on this journey. I have the Seven of Swords, which can represent a situation in which you felt you were treated unfairly or something was taken from you unfairly. It's definitely tying in to this Ten of Swords, something coming to an end. The Eight of Swords here represents feeling stuck or trapped in negative emotions or thoughts, so much so that you have trouble finding clarity and choosing a path. I see the word confusion when I look at this card, because I don't think that you chose this end. And I think that's where this feeling of unfairness is coming from, and that something was taken from you. And that's where the confusion is coming from too. I have the Five of Cups, which speaks of feeling stuck in negative emotions, so hurt and lost, so much so that you have trouble seeing positive opportunities around you. It sort of closes you down and becomes consuming. I have the Hermit card here, and the Hermit card speaks of introspection and taking time to reflect, to find insight and clarity. And I have the Seven of Wands here, and the Seven of Wands is all about taking back control of the direction of your life and not allowing these emotions to weigh you down and hold you back from success, hold you back from this new journey. And I believe that that's the choice that is triggering this new beginning for you. I have the Fool card here. To me, the Fool card is all about giving you a new outlook on life and looking at life in a new way. And I feel like that's what this change is going to do, and that's what this journey is going to do as well. I have the Chariot card. To me, it represents a positive forward movement. It represents perseverance. It's the universe encouraging you through tarot to make positive changes in your life and to move in a new, more positive and healing direction. I believe it's a direction towards abundance. I feel that's what the Six of Pentacles is speaking to in this read. It's speaking of an abundance. And I don't feel like it's just talking to money, or it's just talking to emotions. I feel like this is an overall abundance in your life. And I have the Wheel of Fortune card, which represents your fortunes changing for the better. And I feel like it's tied into this choice, because you're choosing change. You're choosing to move forward. I have the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups represents new beginnings, and Cups tends to represent emotion. So I feel like it's speaking to within. This is growth from within. This journey is going to bring self-esteem and empowerment and happiness and inner peace and harmony. I have the Nine of Wands, which again is a lot like the waiting game. To me, in this read, it's speaking to this journey happening over a long period of time. But also, I feel like these feelings have been happening for quite a while too. I feel like they've been overwhelming for a while too, and that's part of your decision to disrupt this cycle, to break out of this cycle, because you've just had enough of feeling this way. I have the Four of Wands, which represents setting a solid foundation for a happy future, and the High Priestess, which to me is all about your intuition and your spirituality, and I think that's going to be a big part of your growth as well, and trusting your instincts, trusting your intuition to help guide you on this journey. I have the King of Pentacles here. The King of Pentacles to me speaks of a wealth, he speaks of a success, he speaks of confidence. And I feel like that is what is coming your way for this journey, this healing, this bright new beginning in your life. Yeah, I have the Tower card here, and the Tower card represents a sudden and unexpected ending. So definitely the trigger for this change in your life, for this entire journey starting and choosing a path. I have the Judgment card next to the Two of Wands. I feel like they're very much tied together. So Judgment here, she is my karma card. She represents getting back what you put out into the universe. And I feel she's very much tied into this Two of Wands and choosing a path. So choosing to stay where you're at and within the same emotions is going to keep yielding the same results. Choosing change, choosing healing, which I feel like you're doing. You're choosing to move forward, to let go, and to build a new life. She will equally reward you for that. I have the Page of Wands, which represents good news on the way, and the Seven of Pentacles, which speaks of an abundant harvest. So not just the abundance of the harvest, but of the groundwork to attain that abundant harvest. And I feel that's what this change is. That's what this transition is. That's what this growth journey is. This is your groundwork to attain your abundant harvest, and your abundant harvest is all about that happiness, that love begins, the balance, the inner truth. I have the Nine of Swords here, and the Nine of Swords is a lot like the Eight of Swords. It's just the progression of it and speaks to this happening over a long period of time and the feelings getting worse. So being stuck in those negative thoughts and those negative feelings and the confusion and having it become overwhelming, sometimes turning into depression or anxiety. I have the Four of Pentacles here. He's sometimes called the Miser card. To me, he speaks of holding back, that these feelings are holding you back. I have it next to the Devil card. To me, the Devil card is symbolic in this read. He does not speak to a person. He speaks to the destructive force that allowing these emotions to consume you is going to have in your life. And I feel like you already know that. And that's why you've decided to disrupt this cycle and make a change to begin with. I have the Four of Swords, which speaks to self-care, taking time to feed your soul, to look after yourself, to heal your soul, and to heal your heart. I have the Three of Cups, which represents celebration and happiness, and I feel like that is what's coming your way. I see lots of good things coming your way with this journey. Like I said, I feel like it's going to be a journey that happens over time, and your results are only going to get better and better. So I have this Page of Swords here, and the Page of Swords can represent delayed or disappointing news. And I feel like he's tying into the Tower card. He's tying into the Ten of Swords. That's what he's referencing. And I have him next to the Star card. To me, the Star card represents clarity. And clarity is something that we get a lot of times by being able to reflect on our situations. It sort of gives us a new insight and a new understanding. So I feel like the Star card is tying into the Hermit card and taking that time to reflect, taking that time to find a new insight, a new understanding that I feel like is going to help you to let go. And I have the Page of Cups here, which represents a good news on the way of an emotional nature. So I feel like it's also tying into that clarity and that healing. I feel like it's going to be the beginning of healing. I feel like there's something that you're going to realize about this ending, about this thing that happened, about the past, and it's going to be like an aha moment for you, where you realize that having that come to an end so that you could move forward really was the best thing for you, and you're the one who's going to understand best what that thing is. And I think you're going to find it through reflection, through meditation, through soul searching. And I feel like it's going to bring almost an instant calm, because it's going to give you this closure that I don't feel like you have, because you were not the one who chose this ending. This ending sort of happened to you or was chosen for you, and I feel like there's a lot of confusion around that as well, and that's part of what's been holding you back for so long too. I also have the King of Cups here, and to me the King of Cups is very symbolic in this read, and Cups represents emotions, so I feel like he's speaking to inner peace. Those are the words that I see when I look at him. I see inner peace. I feel like that's what's going to come. That's what's going to come from this realization that you're going to have. You're going to get that inner peace. I have mental conflict, obstacles and challenges, awareness and authority. And to me, these all tie in very nicely with this read. This mental conflict is where you're at right now with these emotions weighing you down, with them being overwhelming, with the confusion. I feel like it's definitely tied in with that confusion, because I think that is the main part of this hurt. That is the main part of you hanging on to this past, is that confusion and no closure. I feel like that is the obstacle and challenge that you need to overcome. I feel like the awareness card is speaking to the clarity. It's speaking to that aha moment. It's speaking to the insight that you're going to gain about this confusion, about this ending. That's going to allow you to take back control of your life and your emotions, and really get going with this new beginning and this healing and this moving forward. And I feel that's what the Authority card is speaking to. It's speaking to taking back control of your situation. Alrighty guys, that's what Tarot said to me today. I hope that you enjoyed the read. If it resonated with you, please let me know. I love hearing from you guys, and feel free to like or subscribe if you're not already part of our community here at Tarot Harmony. We would love to have you. Take care.